Well boys, Starfield got delayed. No one saw this coming except for everybody with a brain. And this news has sent both PlayStation and Xbox fanboys into a frenzy. PlayStation fanboys are pretending like it's the best news they've ever heard, acting like they just won €1,000,000 or heard they were gonna be a father or something. But no, it's just an Xbox game that got delayed. Hooray, I guess. And Xbox fanboys are just saying whatever ridiculous things they have to say in order to cope with the fact that the game's been delayed. Now, without further ado, let's just get right into the tweet, shall we? Let's start with the Xbox fanboys.
Can't delay what did not have a date.
I saw quite a few Xbox fanboys claim that the game isn't technically delayed because there was never a release date, which is complete and utter bullshit. The game's original release date was the 11th of November 2022, then was delayed to the beginning of 2023, and now it's been delayed again to the end of 2023. Don't lie.
VGC, let's do our best to make this great Xbox news sound negative to save Private Ryan. You can't claim to not be biased when you go and take the most negative spin on your reporting.
My guy, VGC, the account, like, they're just doing their job, and it's not like they're being super negative, they're just reporting the news. Here, they're literally not even putting a negative spin on it. Let me read it for you real quick, right? Starfield has been delayed from the first half of the year to September 6, 2023, Bethesda has confirmed. A Starfield Direct livestream will take place during E3 week on June 11th. Oh my god, the negativity. It's literally just a normal news report. And also, I just quickly want to add, it's not great news either, right? Oh, they're putting a negative spin on such great news, and I even see people posting shit like, oh, it's a W for Bethesda. How? Like, I get that the game being delayed is good, because that means they're gonna spend more time, optimizing the game properly, making sure it doesn't launch completely broken. But, delaying the game for the second time isn't a good thing. Oh yay, this is such great news, now I still don't get to play the game. Like, what do you mean? Now that is the Xbox fanboys out of the way for the most part. Now let's move on to the PlayStation fanboys. The real reason you clicked on this video, let's be honest.
PlayStation about to end their career again with a showcase a week earlier or 2 weeks later.
Yeah, because the last PlayStation showcase did so well. I mean, honestly, if we're gonna take this seriously, right? Xbox recently did a showcase, announced Hi-Fi Rush, and it completely overshadowed Forspoken. PlayStation recently did a showcase, and it was so bad that hardcore PlayStation fanboys like MBG were crying on stream.
Oh no, are they serious? They're gonna release this game around the same time Spider-Man 2 comes out? Laughing crying emoji, laughing crying emoji. R.I.P.
Now listen here, mate, I have no doubt that Spider-Man 2 is going to be a really big game, and it's probably gonna be really good as well. A lot of people gonna like it, but it's not gonna be able to overshadow Starfield, okay? First of all, PlayStation exclusives rarely ever overshadow games that come out around the same time. Both the Horizon games themselves were overshadowed, the first one by Breath of the Wild, the second one by Elden Ring. More recently, Forspoken got overshadowed by Hi-Fi Rush, a game without any build-up or marketing. Now, I'm not saying that Spider-Man 2 is going to end up as badly as Forspoken, because I highly doubt that. But Starfield is a new IP from one of the biggest and most beloved studios in the entire industry that has years of hype behind it. It's not going to be overshadowed by a Spider-Man game. The only way that would happen is if it's as broken and shitty as Fallout 76.
Please bring it to PlayStation 5. This game deserves to be on PlayStation.
Wait, hold up, man. Are they port bagging? Are the PlayStation fanboys now port bagging? Hey, if you want to play the game, you gotta buy the box, man. Also, what does this mean? It deserves to be on PlayStation. Like, PlayStation is like the end-all be-all of gaming consoles, right? Now we're gonna get into the interesting part though, the replies. So this guy replies, then PlayStation should release Last of Us on Xbox, see how that works. And then, this is where our main character comes in, the dumbest fucking guy on the entire website who has no clue what he's talking about, decides to reply.
See, your argument falls flat when Naughty Dog's always was first-party dev for Sony compared to Bethesda that was straight up bought to try to have system seller title.
Oh no, not bought to try to have system seller title. That's not okay. First of all, a quick round of applause for this man's English very well spoken. Naughty Dog, unfortunately, has not always been a first-party developer. They were also bought out by PlayStation so they could make system seller titles for PlayStation. Someone actually points this out to him, and he comes back with the most amazing reply.
I mean, you guys shouldn't complain. You got Crash Bandicoot LMAO, even though it's currently under Sony. Couldn't say much of the same for Microsoft acquisitions.
Again, like, these people, they're so courageously defending companies on the internet, yet they have no clue about the company's history or what they're talking about. Crash Bandicoot is not under Sony. Like, Naughty Dog doesn't have anything to do with Crash Bandicoot anymore, ever since they finished the original trilogy, okay? The IP was owned by the publisher, which was Activision, not Sony or Naughty Dog or anything like that. Crash Bandicoot is on Xbox because Activision put the game on Xbox. It has nothing to do with Sony being super generous and letting Microsoft have Crash Bandicoot. If Sony owned Crash Bandicoot, I could guarantee you none of the games would be coming to Xbox.
Another failure to deliver by Xbox. Why do I spend my money when it's always the games are coming for the last 5 years? Then they just keep getting pushed. I'll believe this release date when it happens. Can't trust what Xbox says anymore.
A game gets delayed, my guy acts like it's the end of the world or something. Like, I can't trust Xbox anymore. They failed to deliver again. It's like a game got pushed, man. It got delayed a little bit. He says like games always get delayed here. It's like, oh, for the last 5 years they keep telling us games are coming, but they're just getting pushed back. I'm like, which games have been pushed back? Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Halo Infinite was delayed as well, right? But most games that Microsoft announced have come out or are coming out. It's not like 5 years ago Microsoft announced all these games and has just been pushing them every single year to the next year. That's not what's been happening. I mean, yeah, Starfield got delayed by like a year now, I guess. Is that a good thing? No, not really, but it's not a bad thing either, because you're gonna get a better game out of it. And it's not like, again, Microsoft continuously does this. Most of the games they announce with a release date, get released. I mean, they have announced a lot of games that I think they announced a bit early, because they haven't seen a lot of them. We don't know a release date for games like Hellblade 2, or, that Rareware game that they're making, or Fable, or Perfect Dark. Those are all games that I feel like got announced early just to get like a hype train going for the new console, which the console did need, but still, man, like, it's kind of a dick move to announce all those games and then still years later we don't know shit about them. Although, to be fair, like, it's been, 2 years since most of those games were announced, except for Hellblade 2. I don't know, man. It's not that big of a deal. Like, again, it seems like a lot of games they're announcing aren't coming out, but the amount of games that they have announced that have come out heavily outweigh the ones that haven't, And on top of that, I highly doubt that all the other games that they've announced for this year are also all gonna be pushed back, But anyway. Yeah, I think this is about the end of the video. I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you like this video, boys, please just subscribe. Just subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.